Hello, this is Mason Sear again. Just gonna tell you guys the three most important things on my bucket list. The three most important things that I have currently on my bucket list are to travel abroad to Europe, to graduate dental school, and to have a family that I can be satisfied and proud of. So, the first thing on my bucket list is to travel abroad. The world's basically a mystery to me still. I would like to enjoy and experience what other cultures are like. I don't want to stay within the confines of the United States. I've been here my whole life, so I think traveling would allow me to see for myself what the world has to offer and see through my own eyes what sort of experiences I might be able to have. Europe is the place that I would probably want to go to the most. Australia's up there too, but Europe has a lot more places close together that I could visit with a potential trip. So it was always Europe's fascinated me because I've met a lot of different people who are from Europe, and they've told me that I need to go check it out. It's a great culture and society. It's beautiful, and all that I really had heard, beside from word of mouth of Europe, is that everything from in textbooks and history classes, whether we're learning about wars or significant events, that's all I've ever really known about Europe. So I don't think that those are going to do it any justice. So I really want to just go and see for myself what it's like, so I don't have to like rely on textbook answers or textbook descriptions of what another country is like. One of the primary reasons that I really do want to go to another country is because I had some friends who went abroad for a semester and they told me that it changed their life, and I like to see if that could happen to me, if I could change, or it might give me some more insight as to what else I might like to do, although I'm pretty set on my own goals. But since I am graduating with my bachelor's degree this year, I'm worried that after 4 more years of graduate school, I will not be able to travel abroad and will immediately like settle down and find a job to start paying off my loans. And this would eliminate my opportunity for travel while I'm still young. But backpacking through Europe and staying in hostels sounds like an adventure of a lifetime, and that would both be unforgettable and an experience where I would learn about different cultures while developing myself still as an individual. So my goal may not be met entirely. I might not stay in Europe for a month, but I plan to travel this summer and get a taste of what it might be like over in Europe. So I might take a week or 2 week trip, and I think this is a very important goal because I want to experience what else is out there before I have to stay within the confines of my profession and restricted here to stay within the US. But traveling is a very important goal, but graduating school is even more important to me. Um, to graduate from the University of New England's College of Dental Medicine, which is a 4 year program, requires you to pass two national boards. So one of which is didactically rigorous, so it's a lot of learning, science based, like typical classroom lectures. And then the second one is like going to be more clinical. So there's three parts of it. There's a human, there's a dummy, and then there's a test. What is it? It's like a test. Test subjects. So they choose the subjects. You get to choose your subjects, and then you have a non human subject too. Um, so this has been on my bucket list for a brief amount of time, but is now considered one of my most important goals because it's something I'm really passionate about. I really want to do well. Since I decided to go to the University of New England's College of Dental Medicine, I'm ready to take on the curriculum and to make sure I pass all the exams and become and I want to do this to ensure that I become a dentist that I can be proud of, not that anyone else has to be proud of. I just want to do the best that I can do. So the reason this is a relatively new goal is because I wasn't sure if I wanted to be a physician or any other medical professional. So this changed after my internship with the University of New England's College of Dental Medicine, where I was able to engage both professionals and students as an equal. This opportunity made me realize that I may even want to specialize in oral surgery because I spent a majority of my time just watching those procedures. At my internship at the Oral Health Center on the Portland campus, I was able to observe whatever cases were going on during the day. It didn't really matter. They just let me go around and pick and choose, so I could watch root canal treatments or extractions. It didn't really matter. And I think that this experience, since I was able to work with both professionals and students, has definitely prepared me for my coming years at the graduate program. So passing the boards and becoming a dentist will fulfill my intrinsic motivation to help others, which in turn will make me happier and a more fulfilled professional. So this goal, I believe, is probably one of my most challenging, but it's also the most doable. I will have to push myself to my utmost limits, but I know that if I stay focused and driven, that I'll probably be successful because it's something I'm very passionate about. The third and final, most important goal on my bucket list, I guess, is to be able to have a good family. So to me, a family doesn't simply mean having a wife and kids, but it entails much more. A good family is one that communicates well, one that I can provide for both emotionally and physically. I know my family wasn't perfect growing up, but it certainly was better than most, so I'm overly happy with that. But I want to make my parents proud by creating my own family that is just as good or better than what they gave me. So I want my wife to be an equal in every way. So she's a contributor to the family, and no one parent is going to take on all the roles. So the roles are all split between each parent so that we both get to experience the joys and frustrations or the stressors of being a parent. I want this woman to be someone who has similar ideals and goals, who's not only self-driven but independent and doesn't have to rely on others. It's a big one. And to have successful family, I think that my kids need to be raised properly. Teaching them to respect others is one of the most important ideals that I want to pass on to them. I hope to engage them early into something they're passionate about so that they'll have an opportunity to continue as long as they'd like. I wish I'd done that as a kid. I wasn't really passionate at a young age about anything, but hopefully I can change that. And I want to be able to help them out through school, college, whatever that passion may be, so that they're not worried about financial means. So I want to make sure that they can focus on whatever it is that they're passionate about. This is the most important goal on my bucket list because I think it's important to have a family that's founded on principles of respect, understanding, and caring. So that's why these are my 3 goals, most important goals: to graduate dental school, to have a good family, and to travel a little bit. Thank you for listening.